Hello and welcome. Today in this video lecture we are going to solve Khan University Examination Board Class 12 Annual Examination 2021 Physics Paper 1 and ETP exam paper. So let's quickly come to our first question of this year 2021. In this paper we have 50 questions from the theory part and remaining 15 questions from our ATP exam paper. So let's see our question number 1. In this given figure, electric field lines of forces between two parallel metallic plates are passing from a positive plate P to a negative plate Q, and we have to identify the intensity of electric field. So as we can see in this diagram that these lines shows the electric field lines, and electric field lines are uniform, and the distance between the consecutive lines are equal. So जब भी electric field lines के दरमियान जो गैप है वो अगर इक्विडिस्टेंस हो, equidistant electric field lines. So equidistant electric field lines represents that the intensity of the electric field is uniform. So the correct answer for this question number 1 will be option D, that the electric field lines between these two charge plate is uniform. Now let's see question number 2. If a solid metallic sphere contains positive charges Q, then according to the Gauss's law, the position of these charges is. So we know that Gauss's law is used to describe the intensity around a body, around a closed Gaussian surface due to some charges present at the surface of the sphere or at the center of the sphere. So Gauss's law describes that the magnetic flux due to some charges is equal to 1 upon epsilon naught times the charge enclosed by the surface. And for Gaussian surface, the surface should be closed surface, and the geometry of the Gaussian surface do not influence the flux around due to charge present on the sphere. So गॉसेस लॉ के मुताबिक जो फ्लक्स होगा वो चार्ज 1 अपॉन एप्सिलॉन नॉट टाइम्स चार्ज के बराबर होता है, और गॉसियन सरफेस के लिए ज्योमेट्री ऑफ द गॉसियन सरफेस इम्पॉर्टेंट नहीं है. इम्पॉर्टेंट ये है कि उस स्फीयर के ऊपर कितने चार्जेस मौजूद हैं. सेकेंडली, द डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन इज चार्ज इज नॉट इम्पॉर्टेंट कि किसी भी रैंडम गॉसियन सरफेस के ऊपर कहीं पर भी किसी भी तरह से चार्जेस मौजूद हो सकते हैं. लेट सपोज दीज डॉट्स रिप्रेजेंट्स द पॉजिटिव चार्जेस Q1, Q2, Q3 एंड फाइनली Qn. सो हमारे पास जो फ्लक्स होगा इसके अराउंड इट विल बी इक्वल टू 1 अपॉन एप्सिलॉन नॉट टाइम्स Q1 प्लस Q2 टिल Qn. तो इस तरह से हमारे पास फ्लक्स आ सकता है. तो इन शॉर्ट यहाँ जो चार्जेस मौजूद हैं उन चार्जेस की डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन या इन चार्जेस का कॉन्सेंट्रेट होना एट द सेंटर और एट द सरफेस इज नॉट इम्पॉर्टेंट, बट द फ्लक्स विल बी इक्वल टू the due to positive charge should be distributed at the inner surface of the sphere. The only thing important is that the surface should be a closed Gaussian surface. Now let's come to our question number 3. The total number of electric field lines passing through a unit area. So this is the definition, simple definition of electric flux, that electric lines of forces passing through a unit area. This is known as electric flux, that is represented by phi E. Now let's see question number 4. If there are 3 capacitors of different capacitance are connected in series. So we have 3 capacitors, and these 3 capacitors are connected in series combination, and we have to identify the quantity that remains same in this combination of circuit. So we know that in a series combination, if these three capacitors are connected in series, so we know that the voltage or EMF provided by the battery is divided at each of this capacitor, such that the total EMF should be or the total voltage of the circuit will be equal to the sum of all the voltages at each capacitor. And for charge traveling, the charge q traveling along the circuit, so in a series combination the total charge is always equal to the charge present at each capacitor. So q1, q2, q3 will all be same. So for question number 4, the same quantity in a series combination is the charge, option A. Let's see question number 5. Which of the following material has no free charge? So we know that the materials that has no free charge and no free electrons are known as insulator. Insulators are the substances that do not have any free charge. So metals have free charge. Conductors are the metals or any conductor that are conductors because they have got some free charges for the conduction. Similarly, semiconductors are the substance that behaves as a conductor at some point or some temperature. So dielectric is the substance that is inserted between the plates of the capacitors to increase their capacitance, and the dielectric are always chooses such that they should be insulator. So the correct answer in this question number 5 is option B. Let's see question number 6. The displacement of positive and negative charges in a conductor due to an electric field. So what will happen to inside that conductor? So let's say we have the plates of the capacitors. So these two are the oppositely charged plates of the capacitor, and the medium between them is a dielectric. So dielectric में कुछ इस तरह से होता है कि we assume dielectric to be a neutral atom in which one side is positive and the other is negative. So with the help of these atoms, a dielectric is formed. सो कुछ इस तरह से एक डाइलेक्ट्रिक के अंदर तमाम डाइपोल्स मौजूद होते हैं जो कि रेंडमली अरेंज्ड होते हैं. जैसे ही हम इसे प्लेस करते हैं इन आ मैग्नेट इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड, इन प्लेट्स ऑफ द कैपेसिटर के ऊपर हमारे पास एक प्लेट पॉजिटिव और एक प्लेट नेगेटिव होती है, और इनके दरमियान जो है वो इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड लाइंस मौजूद होती है, और इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड लाइंस ऑलवेज ट्रैवल फ्रॉम पॉजिटिव टू नेगेटिव चार्ज. तो इस तरह से इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड लाइंस यहाँ पर मौजूद है, और इस इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड लाइंस की वजह से होता क्या है कि तमाम डाइपोल्स अपने आप को अरेंज कर लेते हैं अकॉर्डिंग टू द डायरेक्शन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड. तो ये कुछ इस तरह से तमाम डोमेन्स और तमाम डाइलेक्ट्रिक जो है वो अपने आप को अरेंज कर लेंगे. सो वो तमाम डोमेन्स और डाइपोल जो कि एक इस तरह से रेंडमली अरेंज थे डाइलेक्ट्रिक और इंसुलेटर, तो इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड के दरमियान प्लेस करने से ये तमाम डोमेन्स और तमाम एटम जो है वो इस तरह से इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड की वजह से अपने आप को अरेंज कर लेंगे. सो दिस विल फॉर्म एन इलेक्ट्रिक डाइपोल. इनकी वजह से जो है वो एक इलेक्ट्रिक डाइपोल फॉर्म हो जाएगा बिटवीन दीज टू चार्ज प्लेट्स ऑफ द कैपेसिटर. सो द करेक्ट आंसर फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन नंबर 6 विल बी ऑप्शन सी. Now let's see question number 7. If the distance between two identical plates is doubled, identical charges is doubled. अगर हम दो चार्जेस के दरमियान that are identical charges उनके दरमियान अगर हम डिस्टेंस को डबल कर दें, so what would be the effect on the force of repulsion between them? So the relation between the force and the distance between the charges is such that F is proportional to square of the distance between the charges. So let's say we are doubling the distance between the charge. So R should be replaced with 2R. So force will be proportional to 1 over 2R whole square. So this will become force proportional to 1 over 4R square. So this 4 represents that this force will reduce by 4 times. 4 times ये force जो है वो reduce हो जाएगी. So the correct answer for this question would be the option C, that the force will be decreased by 1/4 of the previous value. So option C is the right answer in this question. Let's come to question number 8. What is the value of R4 in this Wheatstone bridge? So Wheatstone bridge is a setup of an electric circuit consisting of 4 resistors, in which 3 are known and 1 is unknown, so that we can find the value of the unknown resistance. And between these two terminals of the resistance, we have galvanometer connected, and the other two ends are connected with the battery. So we have got two loops in this circuit. One is this loop and the other is this one. The ratio of the resistance in one loop is always equal to the ratio of resistance in the other loop, so that this galvanometer shows the zero deflection or null point. So from this given diagram, we can say that the resistance R1 over R3, the ratio of resistance in one loop, is equal to the ratio of resistance in the other loop, that is equals to R2 over R4. So let's substitute the values. 5 ohms divided by 15 ohms should be equals to 10 ohms divided by R4. So for the value of R4, this expression could be written as 10 into 15 over 5. 5 1 is 5, 5 2s are 10. So R4 would comes out to be 30 ohms. So the correct answer in this question number 8 will be option C. Let's see question number 9. A battery of an EMF 18 volt delivers a charge of 1.5 coulombs in the external circuit. So this is charge. We have to find the total energy dissipated in the circuit. So energy मालूम करते हैं with the help of EMF and charge. So we know that the EMF is equal to the energy supplied by the battery per unit charge. So इसकी मदद से हम energy मालूम करते हैं. So EMF is 18 volt and the energy is the unknown in this question, divided by charge, that is 1.5 coulomb. So in this way, energy will be equal to 18 volt multiplied by 1.5. So 18 into 1.5 will become 27 joules. So the correct answer for this question number 9 will be option D. Now let's see question number 10, the filament lamp. We know that this filament lamp is a non-ohmic conductor, and if it behaves like an ohmic conductor, so the condition for the ohmic conductor should be fulfilled, that the temperature should remain constant. वो तमाम conductors जिनका temperature constant हो, so that its resistance should remain same. अगर temperature same है, constant है, तो resistance will remain same, and the VI characteristics graph will become a straight line. So if filament lamp behaves like an ohmic conductor, so its temperature should remain constant, so that its resistance remain constant, and if resistance is constant, so that the voltage is directly proportional to the current flowing through the conductor. So the correct answer in this question will be option D. Let's see question number 11. The diagram, the given table shows information about two wires X and Y that are made up of same material. So the two metal wires are made up of same material. This means that their resistivity will be same. The symbol representing rho as resistivity. So resistivity depends on the nature of the material or the material of the medium. So this means that these two wires with different length and different diameter, so their resistivity will be same. So in the given option we have to identify the correct option about the resistance and resistivity. So resistivity will be same because दोनों wires of different length and diameter, दोनों wires जो है वो same material के हैं, तो resistivity would be same. So option C and A could be the right answer. Now let's talk about the resistance. So let's say its radius is equal to 1 और इसी तरह y वायर का जो रेडियस है वो इक्वल हो जाएगा 4 के. We know that resistance is equals to rho L over A. So rho is same, तो हम rho को यहाँ से रिमूव कर देते हैं. Rx will be equal to L over A. So Rx मालूम अगर हम करेंगे, so we know that area is equal to pi r square. सो आर एक्स का अगर हम रेडियस देखें तो रेडियस 1 है, तो उसकी लेंथ जो है वो 1 है. लेंथ की जगह 1 पुट कर देते हैं और एरिया की जगह पाई आर स्क्वायर. सो आर स्क्वायर लेंगे तो हमारे पास 1 स्क्वायर इज 1. सो आर एक्स की जो रेजिस्टेंस आ रही है इट इज 1 ओवर पाई. सिमिलरली अगर हम आर वाई मालूम करते हैं तो इट विल बी इक्वल टू एल ओवर ए एंड आर वाई विल बी इक्वल टू, यहाँ जो लेंथ है वाई की इट इज 4, तो यहाँ 4 पुट कर देते हैं एंड एरिया विल बी इक्वल्स टू पाई आर स्क्वायर. यहाँ हमारे पास जो रेडियस है इट इज 2, तो हम इसको पाई टू स्क्वायर कर देते हैं तो हमारा रिजल्ट आ जाएगा 4 पाई. 4 and 4 will be cancelled, so resistance Ry is also 1 over pi. So the correct answer will be A, that the both wires have the same resistance as well as the same resistivity. Now let's see the question number 12. The unit of electric current. This is the simple question that electric current, we know that it is equal to rate of flow of charge. Charge is measured in coulombs and the time is measured in seconds. So the SI unit for the current is ampere, that is equals to coulombs per second. So the correct answer for the question number 12 will be option D, coulombs per second. Next we have question number 13, the reciprocal of the resistivity of the material. So resistivity, that is represented by the symbol rho, it is the reciprocal of conductivity of the substance represented by sigma. सो सिग्मा जो है वो कुछ इस तरह से रिप्रेजेंट होता है सिंबल, और ये रिप्रेजेंट करता है कंडक्टिविटी ऑफ द सब्सटेंस को. सो दीज आर रेसिप्रोकल, दिस मीन दैट रॉ इज इक्वल टू 1 ओवर सिग्मा. सो करेक्ट आंसर इज ऑप्शन बी. लेट्स सी क्वेश्चन नंबर 14. The resistance of a metallic conductor increases with the rise in temperature. जब हम किसी भी कंडक्टर का टेम्परेचर राइज करते हैं तो दिस राइज इन टेम्परेचर इंक्रीजेज द रेजिस्टेंस ऑफ द मेटालिक और ओमिक कंडक्टर. सो रेजिस्टेंस होती किस वजह से? वी नो दैट रेजिस्टेंस इज द ऑपोजिशन इन द फ्लो ऑफ चार्ज. सो जब चार्ज हाई पोटेंशियल से लो पोटेंशियल की तरफ मूव करता है, मूव करने के दौरान इट कोलाइड्स विद द अदर एटम्स एंड द अदर इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. Due to this collision of the free electrons with the other atoms and electrons, there is some energy dissipated and there is some opposition created due to the collisions. So when the temperature is increased, temperature बढ़ाने से क्या होता है, वो एटम जो कि लो वाइब्रेशन से वाइब्रेट कर रहा था, अब उनकी वाइब्रेशन और ज्यादा इंक्रीज हो जाती है, और इंक्रीज होने की वजह से यहाँ से गुजरने वाला जो फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन है उसको गुजरने में और ज्यादा मुश्किल होती है, बिकॉज ये इस इलेक्ट्रॉन्स का, फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन्स का जो कोलिजन है वो इन इलेक्ट्रॉन्स, इन एटम्स के साथ और ज्यादा इंक्रीज हो जाता है. सो the correct answer for this question number 14 will be option A, that the collision of the charged free electrons with the vibrating atoms and the other electron increases, due to which their resistance also increases. Let's see question number 15. A 1000-watt lamp operates at 220 volt for 60 seconds. We have to find the electric current passing through the lamp. So this 1000 watt is the power and this 220 volt is the potential, and we have to identify, or we have to find the value of current. So the formula relating the power, voltage and current is such that the power equals to the product of voltage and current. So from this given formula, current should be equal to power over voltage. Power is 1000 and the voltage is 220. So 1000 divided by 220 will be equals to 4.54 ampere. So the correct answer is option C. Now let's see question number 16. The electromotive force of a battery is equal to the voltage between its terminal when. सो वी नो दैट एक बैटरी जो है वो एक्सटर्नल सर्किट के अंदर ईएमएफ या इलेक्ट्रोमोटिव फोर्स प्रोवाइड करती है. फॉर एग्जांपल दिस इज आवर बल्ब एंड दिस इज कनेक्टेड विद अ सिंगल स्विच टू अ बैटरी. सो अगर ये सर्किट क्लोज्ड है तो ईएमएफ ऑफ द बैटरी विल बी इक्वल्स टू द वोल्टेज एंड वोल्टेज एट द bulb plus the internal resistance or the internal potential drop at the resistance inside the battery. बैटरी के अंदर भी एक स्मॉल रेजिस्टेंस ऑफर होती है टू द फ्लो ऑफ चार्ज. सो वी कैन से दैट द इलेक्ट्रोमोटिव फोर्स इज इक्वल टू द करंट फ्लोइंग थ्रू द एक्सटर्नल सर्किट टाइम्स द वोल्टेज. सो लेट्स से इसकी रेजिस्टेंस जो है वो आर है. सो वी शुड बी इक्वल्स टू आई आर प्लस आई इंटू स्मॉल आर, दैट इज द रेजिस्टेंस ऑफ this battery. So अगर external circuit जो है वो external circuit opened है like this, so R would become infinite. external circuit की जो resistance है वो infinite हो जाएगी और current equal हो जाएगा zero पे. So if this current is equal to this current is equal to zero, so the electromotive force should be equals to IR, or it is equal to V. So electromotive force जो है वो बैटरी के पोटेंशियल के बराबर होगी, या इलेक्ट्रोमोटिव फोर्स पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस या वोल्टेज के बराबर होगा जब ये सर्किट हमारा ओपन हो. बिकॉज अगर सर्किट क्लोज्ड है तो इलेक्ट्रोमोटिव फोर्स जो है वो इन दो टर्म्स के सम के बराबर होती है. तो ये दोनों आपस में सिर्फ उस वक्त बराबर होंगे जब ये हमारा जो V है वो जीरो. जब V जीरो कब होगा? व्हेन द सर्किट इज ओपन. सो द करेक्ट आंसर फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन नंबर 16 विल बी ऑप्शन बी, दैट व्हेन द सर्किट इज ओपन द वोल्टेज across the battery or across the terminal is equal to the EMF of the battery. Now let's see question number 17. A current carrying coil is placed in a uniform magnetic field. So let's say we have this two poles of the magnet and a current carrying coil is placed between these two poles. So we know that on this coil or the armature there will be a torque that will be equals to BINA. So torque will be equals to this, and question says that the torque produced in the coil is doubled. Torque जो है वो double होगा with increasing these four factors that are magnetic field, current, number of turns and area. So among those four options, the correct answer is option D, that if we double the area of the coil, then the torque acting on that armature or the coil will be doubled. So the correct answer is option D. Let's see question number 18. A metallic wire of length 1 meter is placed perpendicular, which means angle is 90 degree, between a uniform magnetic field of 10 Tesla. So this is magnetic field strength. If the wire is carrying a current of 100 amperes, so we have to find the force acting on that conductor. So we know that the perpendicular force is equals to BIL. So values of BIL are given. B is 10, current is 100, and the length of the conductor is 1. So in this way, the perpendicular force acting on the conductor will be equals to 1000 newtons. So the correct answer is option D. Now we have question number 19. An electrical galvanometer becomes more sensitive when we know that the sensitivity means that we should have very large deflection for very small amount of current. Let's say we have this galvanometer scale, and for 1 milliampere of current, the needle of the galvanometer switch from this position A to this position B. अगर galvanometer की needle in the 1 milliampere current पर इतना ज़्यादा deflection देती है, so this is 0 and this is 1 milliampere. So we can divide this region between 0 and 1 between into 10 divisions. So अगर हम इसे 10 divisions के अंदर divide कर देते हैं, so our galvanometer can read 0.1 milliampere of current. Similarly, अगर इस deflection को अगर हम 100 parts में divide कर दें, so we can have more sensitive galvanometer that can measure up to 0.01 milliampere of current. So sensitivity means that for very small amount of current, the galvanometer should show a very large deflection. So option C should be the right answer of this question number 19. Now let's see question number 20. An electron is traveling with a velocity of 10 raised to the power 6 meter per second. It is perpendicular to the perpendicular to the field strength of 1 Webers per meter square, and we have to find the magnetic force on that electron whose charge is 1.6 exponent minus 19. So the force acting on the charge traveling in a magnetic field, it is equals to Q and V cross B. So magnitude of the force should be equals to QVB. This is the same force that we have applied in the previous question, that was equals to BIL. So the charge on the electron is 1.6 exponent minus 19. Velocity is 10 raised to the power 6 and the field strength is 1. So in this way, we can find the force, that is 1.6 times 10 raised to the power minus 19 plus 6. So the answer हमारे पास कुछ इस तरह से आ जाएगा 1.6 10 raised to the power minus 13. So for this question 20, option B will be the right answer. Question number 21. When a charged particle moves through a magnetic field, the effect of the field changes the particle's direction of motion. Because we know that जब दो पोल्स के दरमियान जो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड मौजूद है फ्रॉम नॉर्थ टू साउथ, और इस फील्ड से गुजरते हुए जो एक नेगेटिव चार्ज है, इलेक्ट्रॉन है या कोई भी चार्ज पार्टिकल है जो इस फील्ड में से परपेंडिकुलर मूव करेगा, तो इसकी डायरेक्शन ऑफ प्रोपगेशन चेंज हो जाएगी विदाउट चेंजिंग द एनर्जी, मास और वॉल्यूम ऑफ दैट चार्ज पार्टिकल. सो द करेक्ट आंसर इज ऑप्शन सी. Let's see question number 22. Due to an induced electromotive force induced EMF, a current passes through the coil. The amount of current depends on which of the following factor. So we know that let's say we have a coil of resistance R, and this is connected to the external circuit or a bulb, and we have a magnet that is moving to and fro along the around this coil. So इस magnet की movement की वजह से there will be a change of magnetic flux on this coil, and this change of magnetic flux will induce an electromotive force or EMF in that conductor. और इस EMF की वजह से there will be a flow of charge or current. तो ईएमएफ की वजह से करंट प्रोड्यूस होगा. सो दिस ईएमएफ डिपेंड्स ऑन नंबर ऑफ फैक्टर्स दैट द स्पीड ऑफ the relative speed between the magnet and the coil, or the number of turns, or the area of the coil, or strength of the magnetic field. But the current flowing through this conductor, current flowing through this coil will depend on the resistance of this coil. इस coil की जो अपनी resistance है करंट उस पर डिपेंड करेगा, जबकि जो EMF प्रोड्यूस हो रहा है वो डिपेंड करेगा मैग्नेटिक फ्लक्स पर, एरिया ऑफ द कॉइल पर और स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ द मैग्नेट पर. सो द करेक्ट आंसर फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन नंबर 22 will be option D. Now we have question number 23. The process in which the change of current in one coil causes an induced EMF in the nearby coil. So this is the phenomena in which we have two coils passing alternating current. In the primary coil induces an EMF in the secondary coil due to the change of magnetic flux. So this phenomena is known as mutual induction, and the device that works on this principle is the transformer. So the right answer we have is option C. Now let's see question number 24. A transformer mainly consists of an iron core and two coils of copper. If an additional coil is winded on the iron core of a transformer, then what will happen to the magnetic flux through it? So let's say we have a primary coil. इस प्राइमरी कॉइल के अंदर हमारे पास एक नंबर ऑफ टर्न्स मौजूद हैं. सिमिलरली हमारे पास एक सेकेंडरी कॉइल मौजूद है और इस सेकेंडरी कॉइल के ऊपर भी एक नंबर ऑफ टर्न्स मौजूद हैं, और ये तमाम जो टर्न्स हैं वो हमारे पास एक सॉफ्ट आयरन कोर के ऊपर बने हुए. अगर हम इस कॉइल के ऊपर एक और कॉइल को प्लेस कर देते हैं या नंबर ऑफ टर्न्स को इंक्रीज कर देते हैं, सो वी नो दैट द मैग्नेटिक फ्लक्स जो कि सेकेंडरी कॉइल के ऊपर फॉर्म होगा इट विल इंक्रीज, बिकॉज जितने ज्यादा नंबर ऑफ टर्न्स मौजूद होंगे कॉइल में उतना ज्यादा चेंज ऑफ फ्लक्स होगा उन कॉइल्स के ऊपर, उतना ज्यादा ईएमएफ प्रोड्यूस होगा. तो द राइट आंसर इज ऑप्शन ए. Let's see the question number 25 and 26. We have a transformer and we know that it works on the principle of mutual induction, and the main purpose of using a transformer in AC circuit is to control the current and voltage. We have two type of transformers that are step up and step down. Step up transformer increases the voltage while decreases the current, and the step down transformer decreases the voltage while increasing the current. So for the control of current and voltage, we can use the transformer. So the correct answer will be option D, that 3 and 4 current and voltage can be changed by using a transformer. Question number 26. The principle of alternating current generator. The AC generator is a device that produces an induced EMF when a rotating coil is present inside an electric field. So the working principle of this AC generator is the Faraday law that states that the rate of flow of magnetic flux through any conductor is directly proportional to the induced EMF across the ends of the conductor. So option B is the right answer. Question number 27. Current and voltage in a DC circuit can be controlled with which of the following electrical component? So the inductor and the capacitors. So these two are the components that are purely alternating current circuits. AC circuits के अंदर mostly ये use होते हैं, जबकि resistor that can increase or decrease the DC current, or a transistor that is used in DC circuits. So resistor or inductor, transistor. Resistor और transistors ये दो कंपोनेंट्स हैं जो कि डीसी सर्किट्स के अंदर यूज होते हैं, और करंट और वोल्टेज को कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं इन अ डीसी सर्किट, while inductor and capacitors are used in AC circuits. So the correct answer for question number 27 is option B, 1 and 4. Next we have question number 28. The ratio between the RMS value of an applied voltage Vrms and the RMS resulting from alternating current. So IRMS, it is equal to, we know that voltage over current is equal to resistance. So in DC circuit, voltage over current is equal to resistance, while the R root mean square values, the ratio of Vrms and IRMS is equal to Z, that is known as impedance. So the correct answer for this question number 28 will be option B. Let's see question number 29. The phase difference between each pair of coil of a three-phase AC alternating current generator is 120 degrees, because in a three-phase AC generator we have three coils rather than the single armature, and these three coils are placed such that the angle between them is 120 degrees. So the EMF formed at each coil is at the angle of 120 डिग्री. तीनों आर्मेचर में जो ईएमएफ फॉर्म होता है उन तमाम के दरमियान जो फेज डिफरेंस फॉर्म होगा इट विल बी इक्वल्स टू 120 डिग्री. सो ऑप्शन सी इज द राइट आंसर. Let's come to question number 30. At a high frequency as compared to the normal frequency, the value of capacitive reactance in AC circuit will be. So we know that the capacitive reactance, that is equal to XC, is equal to 1 over 2 pi FC. Capacitive reactance का जो फॉर्मूला है वो कुछ इस तरह से होता है, and the question states about the high frequency. So we know that at high frequency the capacitive reactance will be low, and for low capacitive reactance the current will be more. So the question states the value of capacitive reactance in the circuit will be less. So the option C for question number 30 is the right answer. The similar question, that is question number 31. At high frequency, the AC alternating current through a capacitor in an AC circuit will be. So यहाँ इस सवाल के अंदर हमें करंट के बारे में पूछा हुआ है. सो एज वी हैव डिस्कस इन क्वेश्चन नंबर 30 दैट हाई फ्रीक्वेंसी द कैपेसिटिव रिएक्टेंस इज लो, सो द अल्टरनेटिंग करंट इन दिस सर्किट विल बी large or high. So the correct answer will be option B, that is large. Let's see question number 32. In the given truth table, we have to find the values of x and y. So the operation represents as that A bar plus B. This can be pronounced as A not or B. तो कुछ इस तरह का ऑपरेशन यहाँ परफॉर्म हो रहा है. सो लेट्स से A and B are the two inputs of NOR gate, और सॉरी OR गेट. तो ये हमारे पास OR गेट आ गया जिसका ये आउटपुट है, और ये दो हमारे पास इनपुट है A और B, और A जो है वो नॉट के साथ अप्लाई हो रहा है OR में. तो ये हमारे पास कुछ इस तरह का सर्किट फॉर्म हो जाएगा. दिस इज A एंड दिस इज B. फॉर 0 A0 एंड B1, अगर हम A पे 0 और B पे 1 पुट करते हैं, सो दिस इन्वर्टर will make the input 1. the input यहाँ पर 1 आ जाएगा, और 1 और 1 जो है वो हमेशा 1 के इक्वल होता है. तो यहाँ हमारे पास x की वैल्यू आ गई 1. सिमिलरली अगर हम y निकाल रहे हैं तो A और B दोनों को अगर हम 1 पुट करते हैं, सो लेट्स से A is 1 and B is also 1, तो ये इन्वर्टर इसको 0 कर देगा, और and 0 or 1, that is output will be also 1. So जिस तरह 1 और 1 is equal to 1, इसी तरह से 0 or 1 will also be equal to 1. So the value of y is also 1. So the correct answer for this question number 32 will be option D. Now let's see question number 33. Which of the following uses a reverse bias diode? Reverse biasing किस application में use होती है? So the correct answer for this question number 33 is a photodiode that work on the reverse bias condition. Let's see question number 34. The device through which an electrical current passes only in one direction. So the current passes in only in one direction is known as diode, जो कि rectification का काम भी perform करता है, जिसमें इस alternating current को one direction में flow करके we can convert it into direct current. So option A is the right answer. Next, we have question number 35. The charge carriers inside an N-type semiconductor material. We know that N-type is a substance, or N-type is a doped semiconductor in which group 4 element are doped with group elements of the group 5, or the pentavalent group, or the pentavalent atom, in which the 4 valencies of the semiconductors are fulfilled with the 4 electrons present in pentavalent atoms with 1 electron left. So the majority charge carriers in N-type semiconductor are electrons. So option D is the right answer. Then we have question number 36. If the reverse current of the reverse bias junction increases to its maximum value, then what happens to the diode? So, जो हमारा reverse bias condition का कुछ ग्राफ था, वो कुछ इस तरह से था कि एक लीकेज करंट फ्लो होता है, और लीकेज करंट फ्लो होने के बाद this is our current and this is our वोल्टेज. सो एक लीकेज करंट फ्लो होता है, और लीकेज करंट फ्लो होने के बाद फिर जो है वो रेजिस्टेंस बहुत ज़्यादा डिक्रीज हो जाती है, और करंट जो है वो बहुत ज़्यादा हाई हो जाता है. एक सडनली एक शार्प पीक आती है करंट की, और करंट एक साथ बहुत ज़्यादा इंक्रीज हो जाता है, जस्ट बिकॉज कि डिप्लेशन रीजन जो है वो डिप्लेशन रीजन जो है वो रिवर्स बायस कंडीशन के अंदर ख़राब हो चुका होता है, और रेजिस्टेंस जो है वो उसकी बहुत ज़्यादा लो हो जाती है. सो 36 ऑप्शन सी इज द राइट आंसर. Then we have question number 37. When a PN junction is a reverse bias, then the depletion region of this junction is widened. Okay. फॉरवर्ड बायस कंडीशन में जो हमारा पीएन जंक्शन है वो नैरो हो जाता है, जबकि रिवर्स बायस कंडीशन में इट इज वाइडेंड. 37 ऑप्शन बी इज द राइट आंसर. लेट्स सी क्वेश्चन नंबर 38. फॉर ए नॉन इन्वर्टिंग operational amplifier, R1 and R2 are infinite and 0, we have to find the gain. So the formula for the gain is 1 plus R2 over R1. R2 over R1, in which R1 is infinite and R2 is equal to 0. तो अगर हम values को substitute करें, so gain will be equals to 1 plus 0 over infinity. So 0 over infinity is equal to 0. So finally the value of G will be equals to 1. So the correct answer is option C. Question number 39. The given graph depicts the phenomena of photoelectric effect. Option C is the right answer of this question. Then we have question number 40. According to the Einstein's theory of relativity, gravity is just not an ordinary force, but it is a property of space-time curvature or space-time geometry. So option C is the right answer. Then we have question number 41. Davison and Jomo experiment was performed that provide the evidence for the wave nature of electron, because in that experiment Davison and Jomo uses electrons instead of any electromagnetic rays and strikes on the diffraction grating to perform the diffraction experiment. और उसी एक्सपेरिमेंट से जो हमारे पास वेवलेंथ कैलकुलेट होकर आती है, जो कि बिल्कुल एग्जैक्टली सेम होती है, जो कि अगर हम डिफ्रैक्शन ग्रेटिंग के फॉर्मूला से अगर हम निकालते हैं वेवलेंथ, सो इलेक्ट्रॉन की वेवलेंथ और डिफ्रैक्शन ग्रेटिंग के फॉर्मूला से जब हम वेवलेंथ निकालते हैं तो इट कम्स आउट टू बी एग्जैक्टली द सेम. दैट शोज दैट द electron has shown their wave nature in that experiment. So option C in that case is the right answer. कि डेविसन जर्मन ने जो एक्सपेरिमेंट परफॉर्म किया था वो एक्सपेरिमेंट इलेक्ट्रॉन के वेव नेचर को शो कर रहा है. Question number 42, the theory of non-accelerated frame of reference. So non-accelerating frame of reference that are also known as inertial frame of reference. So inertial frame of reference जिसको non-accelerated frame कहते हैं या acceleration zero होती है. The theory that relates the inertial frame of reference is known as special theory of relativity. The other one is the general theory of relativity that relates the accelerated frame of reference or non-inertial frame of reference. Then we have question number 43. All of the following uses photocells except the air traffic control station. बाकी तमाम application में we have a photocell in security system, for counting system and the soundtracks of the movie except for the air traffic control station. So option D is the right answer. Let's see question number 44. The device that converts light energy into electrical energy. Light energy को electrical energy में convert करती है device that is known as photocell. जबकि टरबाइन जो है वो काइनेटिक एनर्जी को सम फॉर्म ऑफ एनर्जी कन्वर्टेड इनटू काइनेटिक एनर्जी, ड्राई सेल के अंदर केमिकल इनटू इलेक्ट्रिकल, वाइल जनरेटर में मैकेनिकल एनर्जी कन्वर्ट होती है इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी में. ऑप्शन सी इज द राइट आंसर. Which of the following phenomena demonstrate or depicts the wave nature of light? The phenomena that involves the wave nature of light are reflection of light and refraction of light, as well as the spreading of wave that is known as diffraction. जबकि यहाँ जो remaining three phenomena कोट किए गए लाइक पे प्रोडक्शन, फोटो इलेक्ट्रिक इफेक्ट, कॉम्पटन इफेक्ट एंड द एनिलिएशन ऑफ मैटर, ये तमाम प्रोसेस जो है वो पार्टिकल नेचर ऑफ वेव को रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं. सो ऑप्शन ए इज द राइट आंसर. क्वेश्चन नंबर 46. The ejection of photoelectrons increases due to the increase in the intensity of the light source. Photoelectric effect के अंदर हमने स्टडी किया that photoelectrons increases का मतलब है कि current should increase. ज़्यादा number of photoelectrons emit होंगे from the photoelectric surface, so current उसमें ज़्यादा फॉर्म होगा. and this can be done when the intensity of the light source should be increased. तो जो current है वो relate करता है intensity के साथ. इसी तरह से if we want to increase the kinetic energy of the photoelectron, we should increase the frequency of the incident photon, because intensity में क्या होता है कि same amount of energy का photon होता है but ज्यादा number of photon strike करते हैं photo electric substance के ऊपर. जबकि frequency increase करने से क्या होता है that same number of photoelectron strikes on the photoelectric surface but each photon has the greater amount of energy. So option C is the right answer. Let's see question number 47. The temperature of a black body is raised, it emits radiation. जितना ज़्यादा टेम्परेचर हम इंक्रीज करेंगे किसी भी ब्लैक बॉडी का, तो उससे उसके अंदर से निकलने वाली जो रेडिएशंस है वो भी ज़्यादा होगी. एंड विद इंक्रीजिंग टेम्परेचर व्हाट हैपेंस to the wavelength associated with the maximum intensity. We know that a specific वेवलेंथ पर वी हैव गॉट द हाईएस्ट इंटेंसिटी. तो ग्राफ हमने जो पढ़ा था ब्लैक बॉडी रेडिएशन के लिए वो कुछ इस तरह से था कि फॉर वेवलेंथ एंड इंटेंसिटी हमारे पास एक पर्टिकुलर टेम्परेचर पे जो कर्व है वो कुछ इस तरह से फॉर्म हो रहा था. और इसी तरह के कर्व हमने पढ़े थे कि डिफरेंट इंटेंसिटीज पे इस तरह के जो है वो डिफरेंट टेम्परेचर के कर्व हमने पढ़े थे जिसमें इंटेंसिटी और वेवलेंथ के दरमियान इस तरह का रिलेशन फॉर्म हो रहा था. और टेम्परेचर को अगर हम देखें तो इस ऑर्डर के अंदर जो है वो टेम्परेचर इंक्रीज हो रहा है. सेम फिगर हमारी टेक्स्ट बुक के अंदर भी मौजूद है. सो व्हेन वेवलेंथ इंक्रीजेज, वेवलेंथ जब इंक्रीज हो रही है तो उसके साथ साथ जो टेम्परेचर है वो डिक्रीज हो रहा था. सो फॉर क्वेश्चन नंबर 47 ऑप्शन डी विल बी द राइट आंसर, बिकॉज टेम्परेचर जब इंक्रीज हो रहा है तो द मैक्सिमम इंटेंसिटी शिफ्टेड टू द शॉर्टर वेवलेंथ. The photoelectric phenomena that experience experimentally proves the Einstein's mass-energy relation. This means that mass could be converted into energy and energy can be converted into mass. So, in modern physics or in quantum mechanics, the mass and energy are both interconvertible quantities. So, the correct answer for question number 48 is option D, that annihilation of matter and the pair production in which mass converted into energy and energy is converted into mass. So option D is the right answer. Question number 49. According to Heisenberg uncertainty principle, which of the following option is correct for a position and momentum of a particle? So Heisenberg uncertainty principle states about the uncertainties in the position and momentum of the particle, and it states that whenever particle is moving with near to the speed of light, its position cannot be determined precisely while its momentum cannot be determined precisely. At a time, if we are certain about the position of the particle, this certainty will create an uncertainty in the momentum. इसी तरह अगर हम momentum के अंदर certainty या accuracy find out करेंगे, so the position will become uncertain. So position and momentum, the both quantities cannot be determined precisely according to the Heisenberg uncertainty principle. So option D for this question number 49 is the right answer. Let's come to the last question of this theory paper. According to the special theory of relativity, the apparent mass of an object the ratio of apparent mass of an object to its rest mass is equal to. The formula from the theory of relativity of it is equal to m over m naught, where m is the apparent mass and m naught is the rest mass. It is equals to 1 over square root of 1 minus v square over c square. So इसका जो रेशियो है वो कुछ इस तरह से हो जाएगा कि m over m naught is equals to 1 minus v square over c square to the whole power minus 1 over 2. So the right answer for this question number 50 will be option B.